Hey, it's Andreas, and I've been investing for over 10 years. In today's video, let's talk about some recent news coverage on MPW. It's a bit of a hit piece, some might say, but I believe that it's more a click farming piece. Nonetheless, it could potentially lead investors astray, so let's just go over the article and talk a bit about the content here. So we see here from the Motley Fool, they talk about that this high-yielding dividend stock just cut its payout for a second time in a year. That's something that happened recently. Yeah, that's what I think when I hear this. And we will see that in the beginning of the article is still unclear. It's clarified further down in the article, however, what's really going on. But this is something that could cause confusion. It comes on the back of a big bull run in MPW stock, and of course very bad for shorts and very good for us retail investors. I don't think that the Motley Fool is running hedge fund errands in any way in this case. I just think that they're popularizing the clicks that are coming from people wanting to know more about MPW, so they're pumping out content. And let's just debunk this article real quick. The beginning is quite solid here, right? So if a dividend stock has cut its payout, investors might be tempted to think that it won't reduce it again for a while. After all, the company would want to avoid making such a negative announcement once, let alone twice. Just solid information. After it has reduced its dividend multiple times within a short period, that can be a sign that it doesn't have a good grasp on just how strong its financial results will be in the future. Also very reasonable. Good information so far. And then we get to this part. That's what happened recently with Medical Properties Trust. The real estate investment trust announced that it would be reducing its dividend. Yet again, the stock still pays investors a high dividend, but can they rely on the payout and trust that it will be safe? You have to look at normalized funds from operations to determine that. It can be done with some quick analysis on your part. We've done that in past videos. But as you can see, it seems like something bad is happening right now. It's in the intro, in the title, and then just further down here it's clarified that this was actually in August of 2023 when we saw this cut. First they had from 29 cents to 15 cents, and then we saw the cut here. Oh man, they're not even clarifying it. Wow, that's not a good look. Wow. Okay, this might actually be them running some sort of hedge fund propaganda. Yeah, see here, August of 2023. And then we saw almost here back in end of August, early September. That's when they announced the dividend cut here to 8 cents. This is very old news, as a matter of fact. I have to clarify that in this video, apparently. This was not a good article, and I'm sorry for us as retail investors having to go through this information. But this is old news. This dividend will be paid out on the 10th of October to retail investors, to all investors. But if you buy the stock now, you won't get this dividend because the ex-date has already been. And this 8 cents was something that was imposed on MPW, most likely as part of ongoing negotiations between government, steward, them. So just to ensure continued operations of the hospitals, then alright, we don't pay out as much in dividend during that time. So they were imposed to not do that until a date, to not increase dividends above 8 cents in cash a quarter until a certain date in 2025, or until the negotiations with Steward were finalized and operators had changed management, basically, so new people operating the hospitals. So that was the deal. That was what was communicated in the Q2 earnings. So that's why we had to do this. And the market did not punish MPW for cutting dividend the second time. That was already priced in. And the market is clearly pricing in a dividend increase now going into the future. Yeah, sorry about this. I got very shocked about the yeah, it's, I don't know if the journalist doesn't, if he haven't followed along on this stock, or if he's actually running hedge fund propaganda in this case. This could be misleading for investors, clearly. And then they compare this to the yield of the S&P 500, and then they talk about how we need to look at funds from operations. But yeah, I'm not going to go over the whole article. Just wow, this was not recently. This is old news, and they just bring it up as if it was recent news. Let me know in the comments below. Did this fool you? Did you feel scared when you saw this article come out, if you checked it? And how do you interpret this type of information? I did not look at the date here. I thought it was 2024 in the beginning, but I see, alright, they reference here the first dividend cut, and then the second one was about the same time here as the first one, but they just call it recently and something they just did. And you won't know that this was old news, and this was something that was communicated in MPW Q2 earnings. So Q2 earnings, we can see, when was this? 8th of August is when this was communicated. And I don't think that's clear in this article. I just glossed over it, and I assumed that this was the dividend that they was talking about that just happened, and that they clarified it. But they're talking about the first dividend cut from 29 cents to 15 cents, and not the second one from 15 to 8 cents. Man, come on. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to rant more about this. Let me end the video right here. Let me know what do you think about this article in the comments below. I got a bit surprised regarding this news coverage. Not very reliable information. That's been it for this video. And as always, hope you guys make a ton of money, whatever investments you decide to make. Take care now. Bye bye.